So to the left, the administrator now can further explore the concept of logging. Nodinite has a centralized logging, and you can log from virtually any platform like BizTalk, Azure, MuleSoft, Boomi, and so on. In Nodinite, you will facilitate search by adding log views, and you can tag your log views if you have a large number of log views. My business guy user have a limited set of log views. For example, the business guy is allowed to search for orders by order ID. And as you can see, it's the role-based security kicking in, limiting access to shared resources. But in this case, maybe I'm interested as the business guy to search for orders. So in Nodinite, you can create virtually any kind of log view, searching for virtually any kind of data. But I'm doing this with limited access here. And as you can see, if I want to search for order number 123, that would be dead simple. In this case, I did a search which automatically started. I can start this timer to refresh the page according to my settings. And obviously, I can select the time frame on the data that I want to search for. My admin user happens to have access to the same log view. That doesn't need to be the case. Even the administrator can have limited access rights. They look fairly similar at this stage. So anyway, let's have a look at one of the batches here. And in this case, we can see that we have this order. And in Nodinite, maybe you want to explore this data so further. Maybe you want to have a sneak peek at the data. But the business guy has limited access and is only allowed to look at the payload using a style sheet. Nodinite comes with Liquid to style JSON messages. And we also support XSLT for XML messages. The end user does not need to care. So maybe the report, the order report in this case for this message looks like this for the business guy. Let's do the same thing as the technical guy. The technical guy might have access to do the same thing, but I'm more interested in what was on the wire. And in this case, it was an XML message that you can further toy around with, maybe pretty print it, show the hidden characters, and so on. The beauty of this is that you can hide data for your end users. Obviously, there could be a lot more data in the actual message compared to what you're opting to display for the end user. If we look further at the details here, we will see that we have some search fields. So from this batch, we extracted some order numbers. And in Nodinite, we have something called search field links. So it's possible for me, given obviously that the target system supports deep linking, then I can, without copying and pasting and logging on, having multiple sessions around, then I'm able to quickly jump to that system with the ID. So let's have a look where Emma Boda is on the map, for example, just to prove the point here. So without doing any copying or pasting, I can simply and quickly navigate further to the data that I might be interested on. Also, I can write a comment. Maybe Adam is attending this order. If you want to leave a comment, you can do that. So the business guy wrote this comment, and the technical guy, if I open, if I open the same order, then we can see that someone wrote the comment. So good thing, I can add another comment. So you can go back and forth like this, which is obviously quite helpful if you have a problem with logged messages and you want to do stuff with the messages. Given that you have the rights, you can download messages. So I can select maybe all or just a few and do whatever I want to do with them, resending them, save them as a zip file, or export them because I want to export them to another environment for further work. This was a little bit short on the logging feature of Nodinite. In the end, give anyone access and the ability to search for the data that they are interested in, presenting it in a nice way that they can interact with. Let's move further to the monitoring.